conversation. Well, well, well.
Well. We're coming on early, guys.
We're here now.
We're here now. We just thought we could use an extra 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 minutes to be with you and feel calm in your quiet presence. It always seems like it's a really good idea to just be in the thick of it with the family and then immediately step into the room and play music. And then it's always more challenging than it seems like. Also, since you guys are here early, we could tell you some stories. We could field some requests. Like, if you request a song now that is on the piece of paper that we have written, we'll totally do it.
That's so generous, Molly.
I know. What else?
We've never done this little overture or like this introduction segment before 8 o'clock situation.
No, but it's helping me because I feel like here we are, pre-performance. This is what we're like. It's not that much different from in a performance. It's kind of an in-between, actually, because we're talking to a camera hole.
And it's nice because we can say, hi, Richard, hi, Tracy.
It's really nice
Good
for that reason.
Good to be with you.
Oh, really good to be with you. And, like, if you hear any intermittent gremlin screeching sounds, it's Manny. It's Emmanuel.
Emmanuel.
My mom is here tending to him, but that doesn't mean he'll go down easy. Oh, no.
He won't go down.
He won't go down easy. He won't go down without a fight. Yeah. No, it's usually pretty smooth. But not when we're, like, flustered, and then everybody's flustered.
Hey, Brian. Nice to see
Brian.
you. McClosk.
Nice to feel you through the webs. Brian. The greatest story, well, it's not the greatest story, but the funnest, silly Molly ADHD brain story is like when I played their Beautiful House concert in the summer, and it went so well, and they invited all the people that they knew and loved, and I was like stopped and gabbing for hours, and I'm in my car pulling away, and they're like, Molly, we need to pay you, and I was like, oh, right.
And I needed to get away as soon as possible.
No, I stayed for so long, just chatting and chatting. But that's not something I was used to, like...
Yeah, you got your priorities straight.
I do have my priorities straight. And tonight, we're going to just sing some songs for you.
This is a nice opportunity for us to run our set that we'll be playing tomorrow at the Connecticut Folk Fest, 2 p.m. I know this is the, generally speaking, world audience, so not too many of you will come to both, but it's really nice for us to get a chance. We've been doing just one show at a time lately, and it's always really exciting, but it's also always like, man, I wonder how we'd sound.
Day 2. Perhaps night 2 we'd be even tighter. So maybe tomorrow will be, tonight is going to be transcendent, but then tomorrow might be
just amazing.
Ground control to Major Tom.
Hi, Connor.
Hi,
is Tash in the house?
Oh, family.
That would be sweet.
That would be really sweet.
Okay. I think it's 8.
Should I play a little song? This is I'll intro it while we do our thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. One of my best friends from Austin, Ginger McGilvray. I lived with her for a while in a little back cottage, and Eben likes to say to me, remember when I met you and you lived in a shack? I was like, that was not a shack. That was like a very expensive Austin cottage, 1-room cottage. So anyway, Ginger is awesome. And she wrote the first line of the song, actually. It was a Facebook post. She writes a mean Facebook post, I swear. And then I stole it. And it's her birthday today, and that's why I told that story. And I love her. David Bowie died this week, reminding me that we die My friend's brother died a week before, leaving everybody wondering what we all here for. And my own father passed last year. You know how this goes. When we take our final breath, nobody ever knows. All my life surrounded me, but I can't see through the fog. Mistakes I keep making aren't making any sense, and I already wonder where the time went to bring my child outside at night to stare up at the stars. All I know is I am not the same person I was. I whispered to him, your starships come in at an excellent time, 'cause the world's heating up and the tensions are rising. So let's dance in the streets and sing out a key. Take a look at somebody and love what you see. Down to sleep when the dark is creeping in, churning in my belly, surely telling me that I'm becoming a mother, becoming a wife, and every breath a birth, a death, every day we choose. Every time I see that face, it all comes rushing through. Thanks for hitting that. Tell me where to go. Thank you, thank you. Hello.
Welcome
hello,
all you
friends.
latecomers. Some of you are at least 3 minutes late. Some of you.
I hope
Tardy.
I hope there's 4 minutes late and 5 minutes late. We take it all. Right on time. We're all right on time.
Everything's coming right on time. What one do you think you want to do next?
Yeah, so guys, usually I spend way too much time writing a set list that I immediately get off book from, and this time I just skip that step. So we've got a number of songs that we might like to play for you tonight. Again, if you write any in the comments and there's like an overlap, it would be like a clue game.
It's not a nice game.
Like a game of
Clue. It's not like
Clue.
the best game.
No, it's just like, was it the revolver? And you're like, here is the yes, I have the revolver.
Why don't we just whip out what do you want to know, since that's the new single.
Let's do it. That's a new single and it's pretty fun.
I'm gonna just tune up real quick.
It's another finger picky song. This was a super fun video to make with our friend Travis Carbonella right here in New Haven. A lot of studios. New Haven Pride. Ooh.
Yeah, it really is amazing community.
And I wrote it, well, it goes out to my mom who's watching our kids right now. She was on the dating scene again after my father passed, and she really likes it because she was an interviewer her whole life. She just interviewed people for school and she loved it. So she's like, oh, online dating is great, it's so easy. I mean, you just ask people about themselves. So unlike any of my friends, she quite enjoyed Match.com. And then I guess I was kind of picturing myself as her, and I wrote this song.
I'll kick it for you.
Please do.
What do you wanna know?
Wait, I forgot when to sing. Okay.
Working the kinks out for tomorrow.
Working the kinks out. What do you wanna know? Before we turn the lights down low,
Baby, we can take it slow. What do you wanna know? What do you think you'll see when you come undress me? Am I how you hope I'll be? What do you think you'll see? I've got one scar on my shoulder, I've got marks on my two sides, I've got a little girl to show for it, so I ain't trying to hide. I gotta trust in my own person, I've got sugar in my blood, I've got a boiling in my body, I don't give to just any. What do you wanna know? Before we turn the lights down low, baby, we can take it slow. What do you wanna know? What do you think you'll see when you come undress me? Am I how you hope I'll be? What do you think you'll see? Now I get that I ain't perfect, but I sure put in my time, and I know just what I want now, and I won't apologize. 'Cause when I look in the mirror at the way my face has changed, what I see is all the work I've done just to make it to this age. And I've been told that my years, they show. So I like to show you just how bold I am since I got old. I like to show you just how bold I am since I got old. Oh, what's the song you wrote after you became a mother of twins? Ooh, yeah, that's a nice one. Evan could be ready for that, possibly. I think you totally could. We don't have to do it now, but maybe we'll sing it. Yeah. Yeah, we could do that one.
I think we should do that one. Once he's really warmed up. The song that I wrote after the twins were born was called Already Who You Are.
Yeah.
We'll come back to that one. Remind us if we don't.
Thanks for being such a noisy bunch of people in the chat. We really love to hear all your comments.
We do love that. And I know you love to see the top of Eben's head as he
as I read these comments.
As he reads them all. Ebs, let's do Settle Down, shall we? We've been reworking this one into our set, and I think it's quite fun. I wrote a new verse for it, actually. In the my patrons get to hear this story, but I'm going to tell you guys this story too. I've always been a little bit, I don't know, lackadaisical writer. Like, oh, it just comes on through, and then I slap it together, and I'm like, good enough, record it, perform it, it's a done song. And I would shy away from the writing, like the editing process, much like the recording process, because it felt like it was just putting too much of a microscope. It was putting it too much under a microscope, and I didn't like that pressury feeling of perfectionism, maybe. But then I'm reading George Saunders' book, A Swim in the Rain. Short Swim in a Pond in the Rain. And he talks about editing being just this process of like going through what you've written and having this meter in your head for red and green. And it's green, and the second it turns to red, you just have to admit it. Like, oh, that's a line I don't like quite as much. Like, yeah, I just feel a little cheesy when I sing that line. Just admit it. And usually, like, spontaneously, a different word or a different phrase will come to mind, which is so great because it's like, oh yeah, just let the next thing you think of come out there and then go on, and maybe like then take another pass at the song, essay, book later. And each time, it's an iterative process, right? Each time it becomes more and more you and more what you want to say. And so now that that's happening, I'm going back to old songs and actually editing them. I know. Welcome to adulthood, Molly Venter. This is Settle Down 2.0. Yes, we already recorded it. It doesn't matter. 1, 2, got to experiment with psychedelics before you knocked me up. We never had that three-way in the heart of Paris, and now we're all grown up. Not how we used to be, blue sky walkers and pipe dream talkers. Now our feet are firmly on the ground. Baby, I love our life, but I don't wanna settle down. I don't wanna settle down. I'm gonna pick my battles, this body being fragile, but I don't wanna settle down. What if we never took that first dance together? Slow waltzing in the streets. You in a gray tweed suit, I wore my dress of feathers, moving our hips and feet. One day we wake up and we're 10 years older with the beat up stroller, and it's way too late to turn back now. Baby, I love this life, but I don't wanna settle down. I don't wanna settle down. I'm gonna pick my battles, this body being fragile, but I don't wanna settle down. So let's take a rumbling to the table, and our mysteries into bed. On our best of days we were able to see our worst of days as blessed. What if I told you that the reason you get so angry is the reason I get sad? Just look around, we're not the only ones going crazy. Baby, the whole world's mad. I know it's easier to keep it light or keep the lid on tight. What happens when we all get loud? You know I love this life, so I ain't gonna settle. I don't wanna settle down. I'm gonna pick my battles, the world being so fragile. I ain't gonna settle down. Almost totally in tune, too. Like, just almost. Hi.
Can you talk about love? Can you talk about love in all its forms?
Oh my gosh, can I tell you about love in all its forms? Love in all its... Here's one thing I noticed today. This is what you can get when you're in like a long-term relationship and you're both still actively working on yourself. It's like I come upstairs, I was working on music, and then I look at my watch and it's 3:15 and I've like let the babies...
This is going to be the best story. Can I pause it for just 1 second to ask you? It's going to come right back. What song did you want to do next? Do you have
No, you.
Okay, no, you.
No,
Continue.
you. So it's 3:15, and I usually like to wake the babes up at 3. It's a whole thing. But anyway, so I look at my watch, and I'm just like, ugh. Like, I get mad at myself, and then I instantly get mad at Eben. And I'm in my head, I'm just like, why is he not the one to wake them up? Why is it always me, right? Like, doesn't matter that we've decided it would be me. But anyway, it's just like so quick, like instant kind of mad at myself, and then quick mad at Eben. But he's working on music in a different part of the house, so I just for once, I just chuckle at myself. I'm like, you know what? It doesn't feel that good to be mad at Eben. It doesn't feel that good to be mad at me. Let's just call the whole thing off, right? So then, Eben walks up the stairs, 3:25. He's supposed to be getting Otis at school, and he has missed it. And I hear him walk into the kitchen, look at his phone, and go, shit. Oh, God, I really thought you were gonna give me a heads up on the time. So, like, he did the same thing. Like, he gets mad at himself for being late, and then instantly it's like, Molly, why didn't you tell me what time it was? Oh, God, it's just so rich.
So much easier to blame someone else, you know?
It's so, well, yeah, because it hurts to blame yourself. And the trick is, like, just maybe don't blame yourself in the first place. But what I loved that was new and different is because I had seen myself do it, I did not take the bait at all. I just literally, like, laughed out loud and was like, it's so much better to blame someone else, isn't it, right?
Let's do that one that was requested then.
Okay. Oh boy, let's do the one that was requested. Was I talking too much?
No.
Okay, it's perfect.
Could she possibly ever talk? Oh, we need to see this chat. That's one thing we need to be able to see.
The chat.
Greetings from Vermont. We love Vermont.
We do love
We need to play there at some point. But
We're gonna play. My buddy Libby Kirkpatrick. We're gonna do something again.
Ready?
Yeah. Mystic creatures from the great beyond, how did you get here? Where will you go next? There are solar systems in your irises, and an uncharted wilderness in your fingertips. Midnight travelers sail across the sky. Now you have touched down into this new world. You are already blessed. You are already whole. You are already forgiven. You are already home. You are made from the stuff of stars. You are already who you are. You are already blessed. You are already whole. You are already forgiven. You are already home. You are made from the stuff of stars. You are already who you are, already who Thanks for requesting that one. To be fair, you just said what was the song you wrote for the twins, not please sing that song, now that I think about it. And greetings from Chicago. Hi.
Who's in Chicago?
Hi, love. Hi, Terry.
Greetings from Oklahoma?
Hi, Jim.
I love this thing. This live stream's the best.
I said Chicago, and I meant Oklahoma, because, like...
I don't know why my voice is all like
Three,
that all of a
four,
sudden, but...
You got excited.
I got excited.
You got excited.
All of a sudden I start talking like Mickey Mouse.
It's like, well. I'm going to make up for a lack of vocal warm-up with...
I'll take some of that, whatever it is. Sometimes when you're a musician, you don't even ask
It's
what it
singers,
is. You
extra
just say,
strength.
give me that.
Okay, this is really nice.
Yeah, this is fun.
So nice to be with you.
What
You
am I-
want to do like Get What's Mine? I know you really want to. I really know you want to like just get out of the
Could be fun.
gates
It could be fun.
like a horse. Like just let him ride. This one is just to let Ode Eben ride. Quite frankly, I've been second guessing this song. It's a cool song about, like in a way it's cool because it's about just how tricky it is to be human and how like you want to be generous and believe that there's enough for all of us, and then you find yourself like hoarding or just like not tipping enough or something weird. You're just like, oh, there's my...
Or, I would even say the belief that you're always one step away from falling through the cracks is a poison and a plague on all of us, and it just is passed around sometimes from person to person.
And so that's what this song is about. But then another part of me wants to only write songs about like the vision I see for us in the future that we're stepping into. But sometimes you just gotta let Evan.
Songs are songs.
You gotta let Evan rip. So that's what this is.
Make sure you like the tempo. Make sure
I
it's a
won't.
tempo that you like.
I won't. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. My granddaddy came to these shores to be free. Heard the bell when it rang. He tilled the land that was once for the native man. He kept his head down as he sang. I've been here working this field. I've been giving my blood, my sweat, my time. I swear I'll give you a piece of this parcel as soon as I get, as soon as I get what's mine. Now my father came home from the second Great War to a job and a loan from the bank. His compatriots did not get the same treatment, and he kept his head down as he drank. I've been here holding this steel to the fire with machines on assembly lines. Now I swear I will share a piece of my fortune as soon as I get, as soon as I get what's mine. Cities with options and shares in the fix. My kids will now go to the schools that I wanted to. It's just the way that it is. And I've been here working with paper and pencil. I make sure these numbers align. And I swear I will share a piece of my castle as soon as I get, as soon as I get what's mine. Ooh, That was fun. Do you appreciate or not appreciate when I say we're just going to take this one so that Evan can just get out of those gates and ride? Or is that like a lot of pressure?
It's a little bit of pressure,
little
but
bit of build-up, right?
It's all part of the job, right?
I thought about it afterwards. It's like when you're like, oh, Molly, just like singing so well. And I'm like,
I was. Until you made me self-conscious,
I was until
man.
you pointed it out. It's inappropriate. What else? What else should we do? He can rip it. Yeah. Okay. We'll play you another song now. Ebbs, what would you like to play? How about
I'm just checking out the comments. Thanks, Terry, for all your lovely comments. And yeah, shout out to JW.
Hell yeah.
Oh, Jim Hall is like maybe my favorite guitar player of all time. So we'll just keep that between me and you, Chris.
Let's never speak of this again, though. But he'll be cradling it as it goes to sleep. Tell me what song you want to sing, Evan. I like to have you choose and me say yay
let's
or
do
nay.
Harder Than It Should Be.
Okay.
This was the single before. Hey, by the way, our new single is out there. It's out on the radio. We sent it to 1,000 stations. So if you have a station that you listen to, and I'm guessing you guys listen to folk music stations.
Oh yeah, it's
knowing
one of the
you
folk
guys,
stations.
you guys are listening to the stations that are playing like Brandy Carlisle and Patty Griffin and others.
I can't think of anyone else.
And so just call them up. They have it, and call them up and request. It works. One request,
What
and
do you
I
want?
guarantee they'll play
It's
it.
called What Do You Want to Know, but you could just say the new Goodnight Moonshine single. Yes. Ooh, good plug, Eben.
Yeah.
This was the last single. We didn't do this for radio, but maybe.
It's a great song.
It's a great song.
No, they said, sorry, you cursed in the first one
Oh,
sentence.
that's what they said.
It's harder than it should be.
I
it's
swore-
it's within the first 7
I
words.
swore in the first sentence
Within the first
of
8
this
words.
song, so this song won't be on
So
radio.
they said, I'm sorry, we can't, you can't do it.
Wah, wah.
Oh well.
Um,
So maybe someday people will figure out to have real rules and values that make sense instead of arbitrary ones that are stupid. Whoa.
Thanks, Eben.
I don't need to be so show busy right now. I promised myself I'd just play music. But
Just like
here
be
I
chill.
am, hamming it up.
Hamming it up
God
for
damn
you
it.
guys, because it's fun. Did I write? I didn't. It's hard. Well, it's harder than it should be not to be a total asshole. And it's harder than it could be to feel free. I once felt 5 minutes of pure bliss, or maybe 3, where I saw sequin silver sparkles at the heart of everything. And then I went back to treating my body bad, and then I went back to wrestling with my mind. I decided it was too hard to be kind. And it's harder than it could be to build a world for everybody. And it's harder than it could be to make change. I once had a vision of a chorus calling out to me. It was 1984. We Are the World was on TV. And then we went back to treating our planet bad. Then we went back to squeezing out a dime. We decided it was too hard to be kind. It's harder than it should be to tell you all the ways I love you and say why I am so grateful that you're mine. I once made a promise from the people as the sun set, so I never will stop trying. I am trying to be kind. You want to do good news? Because, that's kind of nice. We've got a song
Just for you.
with an uplifting with a topic that is that is hopeful.
Hi, Syracuse. Hi, Michael Fixler.
I wrote this one right after watching the documentary on Fred Rogers. He was such an unapologetically optimistic human. And I was like, damn, you could do that? Like, Molly, why don't you just try? Just try it once. And so, this song is another new, well, from the last couple of years. It's called Good News. Can you guys hear everything okay? Like, you're quite sure.
I'm quite sure they can hear all right.
Because Eben, like,
maybe too well. I'm sure they can hear all the bad stuff too.
They can hear the bad stuff.
There goes that. We'll get that.
They can hear like my ankle crack and like my jaw pop. Or like, it's a little too intimate, guys. I could say more, but I won't. 2, 3, 4. We all wanna breathe clean air, and we wanna eat good food. Don't wanna be afraid when we take our kids to school. We all want a fair shake and just a little break, and we wanna know we're loved when we make the big mistakes. That's the good news. That's the good news. Everything you want, I want it for you too. That's the good news. That's the good news. That's the good news. We all want to pay the rent, and we try to find a way to do some other things that make us happy every day. We all want to feel alive, and we want to know we're safe, no matter where we're from or who we love or how we parade. That's the good news. That's the good news. Everything you want, I want it for you too. That's the good news. That's the good news. That's the good news. We all want to know it's okay when we're quiet and okay when we're loud. And we want to know the way we lived made somebody proud. Y'all want to die with grace, and we want to leave this place with some of the love and the beauty that we made. That's the good news. That's the good news. Everything you want, I want it for you too. That's the good news. That's the good news. That's the good news. Bling, 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 bling. How's that sound? Like that was going. That'd be a good little lead-in. Okay. Did you guys like when at the beginning of the pandemic we did a few of these? But we got a little laugh track for our phone, so that after, no, it wasn't a laugh track. It was a applause.
Yeah.
And so right afterwards, it was a laugh track, so you would laugh at our jokes. No, it was an applause meter, so we would be like, and we would hear it. That's how kind of insane musicians are. I mean, we did it for the laughs, but also we did it because it made us feel more comfortable. We're only comfortable when there's
and I'm so used to this format now. In fact, yeah.
You prefer no clapping?
No. Well, you know, we were just at a show in Lanka. It was this awesome show, and it really got heated. It really took off throughout the night, and they were all like starting to clap for solos and stuff like that, and people were getting loose. And at one point, I just said, like, you know, if anyone is concerned about like whether or not it's cool to clap for solos, like it's always cool to clap for solos because it makes the musicians feel good. It makes us play better, and it's just, you know, it's a great thing. So from that point on, it was just they were clapping for everything and going nuts. But like with this, you just don't have to worry, because in your mind, if everyone's clapping, then they are, and in your mind, like whatever it's all in your mind.
Yeah, and it could just be a big sigh, and everyone's
the hardest thing as a musician is when you feel like, wow, I think I just killed that song harder than ever before, and everyone's just like, oh, just like, huh, okay.
But the opposite happens. You were just listening to your
too. You're
heroes,
just
and
like,
they're like, "Oh, that was the worst night." But then people come up and say, "I had an out-of-body experience at that show," and you're like, "Okay, so I'm not the best
some
judge.
people enjoyed it.
I'm not the best judge of how I'm doing." It's a lesson for everyone. You're welcome.
Well, they're applauding in their cars, and the cat is looking at him. That's good.
That's awesome. That. Oh, he's got.
You're not doing a good job unless you're making the cat uncomfortable.
What?
I don't know. You want to play Dead and Gone?
I was thinking that. Finally, like for once.
For once.
For once.
We never tried. I need that tuner though. I'm sorry.
Oh, it fell.
I can go without for this one. It's G, you know. It has to be close enough. You know?
I think it's close enough for folk music. Do that later.
Yeah,
I've already gabbed enough.
Yeah, I should have.
You already ate up all the talk time. One, two, 3, 4. Well, I stand on the 10th floor. I stare out the window. I see how the moonlight casts its long shadow. You were playing an old song. Then you asked, baby, what's wrong? I said, the old me is dead and gone. Dead and gone, dead and gone, dead and gone. Say so long. The old me is dead and gone. It used to be easy for me to get knocked down. I was always believing the lies that we all throw around. But now it's a new dawn, and I see what's truly going on. That old me is dead and gone. Dead and gone, dead and gone, dead and gone. Say so long. The old me is dead and gone. I stand on the 10th floor. I stare at the moonlight. Oh, baby, we're done fussed enough for a lifetime. Oh, we haven't been all wrong. We're still singing our sweet, sweet songs. That old us is dead and gone. Dead and gone, dead and gone, dead and gone. Say so long. The old me is dead and gone. Everybody, dead and gone, dead and gone, dead and gone. Say so long. The old me is dead and gone. The old me is dead and gone. Sometimes you hit the note that I want to sing on that last part.
You hit it too.
Somebody said Walking After Midnight, but that...
So that's too far? Bridge too far?
I think that's too far for me. That would
Good
take...
to know that we should
I'm
get
sorry.
that one
Good
back
to know
in
that
your
we
rep.
should get that one back. Evan could probably play it, and I would be like...
There's that modulation. The modulations for Kip Olander. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay, next time.
We could do...
We'd always do like,
We could do Willow Tree, or we could do Whole Story.
Willow. Willow. Did y'all watch Willow like I did as a kid? I can't say the name of the song without going, Willow. I can't wait. We did watch Willow with my son. Actually, I let my cousins watch it with them, and while I was taking a nap. Young Otis is really into like mythological beasts and monsters and fantasy. By the way, you guys, it was 7 years ago tonight that Evan and I were eating the spiciest Indian food we could get our hands on in order to make something happen in my stomach.
Stomach, huh?
Yeah, that Indian food was all over the bathroom wall later in the evening. And I gave birth to little Otis at 6 a.m. tomorrow. So it's his 7th birthday tomorrow. And what a beautiful 7 years it's been. What a beautiful kid. I'm just gonna, because I have to. We got our first call from like the principal and the teacher today. And then you're like, ooh, bigger kids, like bigger problems. Like, he's a wild child. School might not be like that awesome for him. That's hard. That's hard. You're like, I want you to be able to operate in different areas, and yet I don't want to crush your spirit, young Jedi. So that's what we're coming off of today.
Hi, Martha. Hi, Otis.
Wow.
Good to see you
No,
guys.
stop it.
Yeah. And Henry
No, stop
Henry
it.
wants, can you do the shades of the night we're falling fast, but I got a
Oh my God.
which is that? What is that? Is that weird poem one that you did?
Shades of night, we're falling fast, but I got a pretty good look anyway. No, Hank, I appreciate that. I have no idea what that is. You crazy son of a... Okay, glad I told that story when Otis is watching. I love you, Otis. You're the best. Ready? Oh.
1, 2, 1, 2. I was born underneath the weeping willow tree. That is where I swore my love to thee. I was born underneath the weeping willow tree. The only thing I know for certain is one day I'll be free. I shall be free, innocent as first light of the morning. We swore our hearts together with a kiss. You were down on bended knee, and underneath that willow tree I was delivered from my loneliness. Eager as the summer buds to flower, we planned and dreamed of seasons still to come. Nearby to that willow tree we raised ourselves a family. Years flew by but days went on and on. I was born underneath the weeping willow tree. That is where I swore my love to thee. I was born underneath the weeping willow tree. The only thing I know for certain is one day I'll be free. September, a sleep came on from which you did not wake. I laid your body finally beneath that weeping willow tree. In my dreams I reach out for your face. I was born underneath the weeping willow tree. That is where I swore my love to thee. I was born underneath weeping willow tree. The only thing I know for certain is one day I'll be free. Willow. Sorry. It's okay.
Okay. Well, we are playing this hour set for you. we're just
Not
doing
a
it.
minute longer if she has anything.
No,
Um,
I don't like to keep people up past their birthdays, bedtimes. And also I heard that Mercury goes into retrograde today at 9. So, you know, all the stuff is just, all the technology is just going to break anyway. It's supposed to be bad for relationships. This is what an astrologist I love said. And it's like, I personally love her. She's a friend. And so I don't just like follow some random astrologer. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But I thought at 9 p.m. we like totally might start really bickering anyway. So it's just good to keep it tight. If you have any questions, you know. Oh. Hi, Willow. Willow, oh, it's Willow Cats. I was hoping you're, oh, this is fun. You guys are cute. All right, more music.
Do you want to just play?
Let's keep this.
Yeah, let's do that. I forgot all about that.
Oh boy.
I forgot about that song completely.
Oh boy, oh boy.
It's not that one though. I'm pretty sure. Maybe.
Oh right, no, you're right. Righty-o. Guys, we're gonna be at the Connecticut Folk Festival tomorrow at 2 p.m.
I got some stuff for you, in case.
Oh, is that the first? Is that your?
What's that?
No. Nothing at all. Okay. Oh, you did that. Oh, I see. How? How exciting. You can leave it up. It's called Keep the Spark. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I heard something on the news about this, how to keep the spark. Holding to the mystery of where we've been and who we are. Fell in love in one spring day. Are we ever gonna feel the same? We're changing shape now, no other way out. I'll give you both my hands and a place to land as we come down. I'll be your friend as the honeymoon ends. In our bodies every 7 years, all our cells replace. How is it so surprising then that we don't talk or act the same? We watch the full wow. You remember us that way. We're changing shape now, no other way out. I'll give you both my hands and a place to land as we come down. I'll be your friend as the honeymoon ends. The sunrise from the pier. How can we come together year after year? We're changing shape now, no other way out. I'll give you both my hands and a place to land as we come down. I'll be your friend as the honeymoon ends. I'll be your friend as the honeymoon ends. How about Hold It All or True North, like something?
Let's do Hold It All just to get one more taste of that electric guitar.
Okay. Plus Tracy's watching, and you got to play this one for Tracy. What you want from this life, but I'm trying to do what I can, trying to be who I am, and I'm tired, I'm a might in all my will. Only get me further still, but I want to hold it all, to hold it all, help me hold it all, hold it all. I don't know what to do with this love that I have tasted, 'cause I can't put it down and I can't figure it out, and I'm wasted. So it seems there's no escape. We are part beauty and part heartbreak, but I want to hold it all, to hold it all, help me hold it all, hold it all. God, I don't know what you want from this life, but I am trying, I'm trying. Thank you guys so much for coming with us tonight on this full moon, almost full moon.
Almost full. Yeah, we tried to schedule these Moonstreams. What do you think? Should we keep doing these seasonal Moonstreams? I know it's a partisan audience.
It's a loaded question.
We tried to schedule them on the full moon, and we got close sometimes. It's trying to be the Friday of the moon that is on the season. So like the full moon,
Equinox,
the Friday of the moon
solstice.
of the equinox, then the solstice. That's the plan.
That's how we could remember
if
it.
you're getting to the full moon, that's near the equinoxes or the solstices. there's a Moonstream coming up.
I heard that back in the day, us tribal people, we would get together at all the equinoxes and the solstices and then the in-between marks. So it was always like 6, so you were never going to go 6 weeks without like knowing, oh yeah, I'm going to gather again. We're going to celebrate. We're going to be together and celebrate. And that feels right. Like once a month, like whenever you try to schedule things for once a month, it feels like too much. And once every 6 weeks, it's like, oh yeah. Not that we do these less than that, but the idea of we need people a certain amount, but we certainly don't need too much of people because all the
we have too many people.
like all the socializing that's happening now is a bit too much for my liking, for my nervous system. But anyway, it's a balance. It's a moving target. It's a balance point. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. What do you want to leave them with, Evan?
I guess we. Yeah. I mean, it looks like, according to our
Maybe like
list.
a stars situation.
Or just.
Or it could be another quiet one. We're on the internet.
Yeah,
we don't need
True
to.
North as a final song.
We don't need to.
It's such a beautiful.
Da 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 da. We can just leave you with the song I wrote for my dad. It's nice to be able to do what we like.
Thank you again so much for coming out to your couches and bedrooms
and just tuning into us as we tune into you. Oh yeah, there's some tuning happening.
We do appreciate
There's tuning in.
all your support.
It's
been a pleasure to play for you all.
We really do. Taught me to speak true. Taught me to speak true. This is what it sounds like a mouth of marbles, fumbling with the rules. Taught me to be fair. Is this what it looks like? Like keeping people happy and trying to swim through air. True north I cannot find. There went my peace of mind with you on the other side. Who was I as a child? This willful and this wild. Would we ever reconcile? Taught me to want more. This is what it feels like making tough choices. Feels like closing doors. Taught me to think free, but all it ever seems like a swarm of contradictions fighting back at me. True north I cannot find. There went my peace of mind with you on the other side. Who was I as a child? This willful and this wild. Would we ever reconcile? Taught me to love hard. So this is what it hurts like feeling full and empty, staring at the stars. Taught me to speak true. This is what it sounds like me asking questions. Sounds a lot like you. Good night, Irene. I wish I knew that song. Good night.
Living in the country. Sometimes I live in the town. Sometimes I have a great notion to jump in the river and drown. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams.
Love you guys.
Adios. Thank you for all your support.